And, in this part of the song, he said, I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. That's kind of true for all of us because we have those few people, family or friends, that's going to be there for us in the long run. And those are the people that we should always cherish in our lives. So if you guys haven't listened to 7 Years by Lucas Graham, I highly encourage you to listen to it and maybe like try to think of a deeper meaning to this song because I feel like the song can be kind of deep and it can give you this type of nostalgia and this sense of thankfulness that you could have for people who are in your lives right now. And especially, with Christmas being yesterday, a lot of us spent time with our families and maybe some of our friends, and those are memories that we can never get back. So, again, listen to 7 Years by Lucas Graham, and let's get on with this podcast. And that was 7 Years by Lucas Graham. I feel like most of you guys have heard the song already, but I'm honestly not sure if this is like the real meaning that Lucas had for the song. But whenever I listen to it, it's like it has a storyline of how fast life can go. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Tea Time with the Boba Baddie featuring your host, Nikki, which is me. And welcome to the 4th episode. How was your guys' Christmas? And how have the holidays been with your family? If you guys want to let me know, please let me know through my DMs. But mine has been honestly pretty memorable. I don't know other word to put, but memorable. Honestly, this holiday season was very different from the rest of my holidays in the past for many reasons that honestly I'm not going to really get into in this episode. But one thing I honestly realized this Christmas was I am so incredibly grateful for my family and my friends who have stuck by me at my worst and, have given me the honest truth and, have always supported me and always wanting me to be the best that I can be. I feel like I thought that this Christmas was gonna suck just like the rest of the year. But for the first time in a long time, I kind of felt free. I shared so many laughs with my family and my cousins and my nieces and my nephews, and that's what Christmas is really all about. Being with the people who love you the most. Being surrounded by those who just care so much about you and who yeah, they just love you so much. And I really felt the love this holiday, and that's been something that's been kind of on my mind since Christmas Eve, was just I kept realizing more and more I'd have moments that I'd think to myself, I am honestly putting myself down during such a happy time. I feel like a lot of us dwell on those people who aren't in our lives to a certain extent. I feel like we kind of see those who have significant others or have a bunch of family or friends to hang out with, and we see that and we're like, it would be so nice to have more people to hang out with, have a significant other to spend the holiday with. But what I realized during Christmas Eve and Christmas and even today, which is the 26th, or oh, it's the 27th because it's 12 a.m. right now. Just like this whole holiday season, I've come to realize that why should I dwell on that? You know? You know, and like, either like not really showing an attitude, but being kind of like that Debbie Downer when all of your family or like your friends, they're all like just having this like merry time, right? We all don't want to be that kind of rain cloud in the middle of all the sunshine around us. But during this holiday season, even though sometimes I'd get a little bit of rain in my little rain cloud, I always saw that sunshine around me. And I was like, it would just honestly like make me smile. Like we were sitting in the car and we were going to a family's house. And I just started smiling to myself because I'm just like, wow, I haven't felt this way. And I was like, why do I feel this way? And I just realized that, I was really feeling honestly, I was really just like feeling so grateful for my family, and I hope you guys can kind of relate to that because I feel like family is such a big part of a lot of our lives. I can't speak for everyone, but we have a certain group of people, can be family, friends, significant others, or your significant other's family. We have certain people in our lives that will stick there for us forever and will be that constant sunshine that will pull you out of those rain clouds. This Christmas season was rough for a lot of people. Honestly, I feel like this Christmas I gave myself the best gift that I could ever give myself. And that was just choosing to be happy and choosing to live for myself. If I could do it back then, I could do it now. And leading up to the Christmas season, I was really going through it. And as I got closer, I was starting to get in my head. I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna have a bad Christmas. Like, I was thinking, like, I can't believe that on top of everything bad that has happened to me in 2020, it has to ruin Christmas. But like coming really close to Christmas Eve, I was starting to, like I felt like it was just a huge like alteration in my life. And Christmas Eve, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, bad things happened to me this year, but I'm not going to let that ruin my Christmas Eve. I'm not going to let that get in the way of me being happy around my family and like my loved ones. I'm not going to I'm not going to put myself in the headspace and making people live rent free in my mind that never cared, or people just that who haven't been around, just people who haven't been around in my life. And why would I dwell on those people when I was surrounded by people who genuinely loved me so much? Honestly, I feel kind of emotional and kind of overwhelmed thinking about how the past few days have been. If you guys have watched the movie Soul that recently came out on Disney Plus, I think it came out on Christmas. But if you haven't watched it, don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers other than they mentioned something about a spark. And I feel like, we all have something that ignites that certain spark in us and keeps us going and motivated. And I feel like some of us, we have like multiple different sparks. And one of the sparks that kind of ignited this holiday season for me was just how much my family really means to me and my closest friends, how much they all mean to me. Don't get me wrong. I love my family and I love my close friends so much. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, if you were to ask me, I'd give like simple reasons why I care about them and why I love them. But I feel like now I have way more reasons and deep memories that truly make me happy deep down on the inside. Like teaching my niece to play a little piano piece, or playing Twister with my nephew, or having a kind of like deep but kind of spilling the tea type of conversation with my cousins, or, just simply enjoying my time with my family. It just all came at me at once, and it just made me feel so great that, once I was like really feeling like I was losing myself, I was really thinking, will I ever feel that way again? Or like I feel like I kind of forgot how that felt, or I forgot that I could even feel that. But until very recently, I started feeling that again, and it felt so nice and so freeing, and honestly, such a breath of fresh air to me compared to the rest of this year, to the rest of 2020. Like, I feel like I'm finally breathing and just taking in the moment and living for myself. Yeah, like, I don't know if any of you guys can kind of like relate to any of this, but I'm just kind of just sharing how my holidays have went. And, even though leading up to it was kind of really bad, I'm just super thankful for all my family and my closest friends for being there for me when I needed them the most. And to any of them listening, I just really want to say thank you. Thank you so, so much from the bottom of my heart. I know that I feel like I have like a hard time expressing my love for like especially like family and like close friends, but I will do anything for them. And to the family and friends listening to right now, thank you so much. And I love you all. But yeah, please tell me how your guys' Christmases went in my DMs if you guys want to. And or maybe even share something that you got, or like what was your favorite thing that you got this Christmas? I'm sorry if you guys kind of felt like this was a short episode, but I just had this on my mind for the whole holiday season, and I knew I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit in the pod. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this. Also, I want to thank you guys for actually listening to my podcast. I was starting to genuinely feel like no one was listening to my podcast, but I was looking at some of the stats from my podcast, and I have over 300 plays and I have over 50 in my audience. Um, and I just really want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to listen to this. It honestly makes me feel so happy that some people are actually really enjoying this podcast and just like enjoying my take on things and enjoying a different view on certain things that maybe they didn't think about before about a certain topic. And that's really what I want to do in this podcast. So if you guys have any other suggestions other than New Year's ones that I could do somewhere in the beginning of January, please let me know. But with that being said, I want to thank everyone for listening to this podcast and listening to any of my other episodes. If you guys haven't caught up with those episodes, please go listen to them as well. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, or anything, please DM me on Instagram at BobaBaddy, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.